Hello everybody and welcome back to the I-49 final. Well, it's been a long wait, but we are about to get started. I am Kyanite, and alongside me here is Biggs.
So, sorry about the delay, guys. The maps weren't on the caster PC, so that's all sorted out. Should be ready to get underway with this grand final at I-49 Mad Catz CSGO tournament. So, are we ready to go for the knife? We are ready for the knife, unless you've already knifed, guys. So, we are going down in the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. So, you're saying Reason winning 16?
Yeah, I think Reason are going to take this 16-0 in my opinion. What do you think?
I think Reason. Well, Reason coming through the upper bracket final. I want to see. I want to see two maps. I want to see two maps, but Reason coming through. I mean, we've seen Toxic beat Reason.
Yeah.
22-18 on Nuke before, but we are going to have knives outside now. See who will get to choose which side they want to be on Nuke. Of course, we always say that the teams want to be CT on Nuke, but it's been kind of complete opposite. Some of the time we've had the T side end up with more rounds at times. So.
Well, on previous versions of Counter-Strike, Nuke definitely was very, very CT-sided. Now they've changed back steps over to front steps. It's slightly more even, but still hinges onto CT-sided.
So, Toxic pick up the knife round. They're saying have fun. I think they're going to stay CT, so we should be going live with this final straight away. Reason coming through the upper bracket final. Only need one map to win this grand final. They are already 1-0 up on this best of 3, but Toxic coming from the consolation final have to pick up 2 maps to win this final.
Well, let's get started. I'll tell you what, I'm itching to get started, and I can't wait. About time.
Have fun said. This is Reason Gaming versus Toxic, and I'm actually not sure who's going to win now.
Well, it's pistol round. Anything can happen. Nuke, of course, is a very evenly sided map, slightly more CT-sided. The dink there from one of the terrorists onto Neil.
Neil tagged pretty heavy there, and he's taken a little bit more damage. Is there anything else going on out here? Watching Vertigo now. Will he see these Reason players? No, he doesn't. There's smokes coming on the upper bomb site. They're slowly making their way towards CT. Are they going to go down towards ramp? Yes, they are. Drops coming in. And Pez spots a few of these Reason players. Can't get any damage done. Steel on 54 health. And the rest of the players not able to do much. Mole taking out Pez and Vents. What will happen here? Oh, Neil getting taken down as he moved out of the vent. Saw him picking up 1 frag, and Vertigo is the only player left. Nice USB headshot. 1 versus 4 situation for him. Can he pick up? He gets a little shot onto Wilzu. 2 left here. Steel and Mole. Bomb has been planted. Time's ticking. Steel picks up that Glock headshot onto him. And Reason do pick up that first and most vital important pistol round, because they'll be up now money-wise. They got the bomb plant as well, so.
Exactly, they got the bomb down, and they won the round, which means they are going to get a lot of money under their belt. It's going to give them that advantage that they need on this T side on Nuke. And they are going to buy submachine guns, and of course the CTs, after losing that first round, will be low on cash. So all they'll have is tiny pistols. So let's see whether they can pull something out the bag. Of course, we can't exactly say where certain players are, because, well, the teams can hear us. But here's the first fight of the round. Steel and Weber exchanging glances. But Steel is going to peek around the corner. Sparring from both sides. Steel with that USP kill. Mole getting in on the action along with Hoods G. And so far, a standard eco bash from Reason Gaming, who, of course, are the favourites. So Vertigo has something else in mind. He will drop Hoods G. The terrorists are pushing this upper bomb site. Mole gets that 4th frag, and Sam is the last man standing, so we can't say where he is. You guys know where he is, and 2-0 to Reason.
Should be seeing another round coming out for Reason here, unless Toxic. Oh, server pause.
Wilzu's mic.
Wilzu's mic's gone, but Reason going 2-0 up there. We should be seeing another round coming out for Reason. It's just the standard script usually for these games after winning the pistol round. It would be a different story if it was the CTs winning the first round. If,
yeah.
You know, the terrorists can actually buy up in 3rd round if they get a successful plant on one of the rounds at least, which early force coming in. But
well, I'll tell you what, if the CTs manage to get this 3rd round, they'll cripple the terrorists' economy, and it'll put them in the driving seat as it stands.
Well, at the moment, the economy for Reason isn't so bad at the moment. We see 5,200, 6,000, 4,000, 4,000, and they've got plenty of money to buy up next round if Toxic do manage to win this eco. But
well, we know the terrorist weapons are quite cheaper than the counter-terrorist weapons.
Unless you're using the silenced M4 now, it's only 2,900. It's a little bit, well,
slightly cheaper than the regular M4. Yeah. Obviously, for those who aren't familiar with Counter-Strike, silenced weapons are more accurate than unsilenced weapons, but they deal less damage. So
got a bit more
evens itself out, really.
Less recoil and less damage, but
yeah.
I don't know. In my opinion, they're a little bit overpowered so far. They're very, very, very quiet. You can be shot from behind and you won't even notice yet. But going live.
Yep.
Live. Cheers. we're watching. We got on the screen. So here we go. Going live. And Reason 2-0 up against Toxic, and Toxic are on another eco because their economy not so great. So do you think Reason will pull ahead here and get a really big momentum lead, or will it be Toxic to slowly come back, like back and forth, back and forth?
Well, on paper they should. They have the weapons, so let's see what they can do.
So at the moment we see Reason making their way. You can see on the map there where they're going, but we do have this set up for Toxic here towards ramp, but what will be happening here? See a few of the Reason players just waiting around. They're actually slowly making their way around towards outside. Pez, it's getting close here. At the moment they've actually dropped down, and look at this. Oh, Jacob's actually falling back, so other than that, it's Boost coming in here. Will it take Pez off guard, maybe?
Well, it's interesting stuff from Reason. We've seen them do this before.
Vertigo getting that frag on Jacob. Jacob was outside on T-Roof. Will Toxic defend against this? There's 40 seconds left in the round. Here we go. Initialized. Pez getting one frag. Vertigo and Weber saw the 3 players left. Mo getting that AK frag. Oh, Vertigo trying to go through hut window. Gets taken down by Steels. MP7. What can Weber and Som do here? Smoke's coming in. The bomb should be planted for Reason. Bomb is going down. And this will force the CTs to move in and try defuse that bomb. Som spotted by Mo, and Weber being spotted. Looking up, and Mo mid-air with mid-air Glock. 3-0 in favour of Reason, and we should see the first buy round coming out for Toxic.
And we're going to see another pause as well.
Pause again.
Mic issues.
We love technical issues today. So here we go. 3-0. Toxic are going to be on the first buy round. It'll be interesting to see who's actually going to pick up the first buy round. If Reason pick it up, there'll be hardly any money for Toxic, and they'll be forced to most likely eco again. They could force if they really want to, but it wouldn't be advisable because it would be very, very risky, because they'll have no money, and Reason can get they could nearly get up to 5-6-0 pretty much from that. But
well, both sides are just so experienced, you know what I mean? I think all of those players on the stage have land final experience, specifically here at the I-Series, so they're going to try and use their wealth of experience to their advantage. Unfortunately, experience doesn't fix microphones. So we're just going to have to be patient. And apologies to those of you watching us at home.
So,
and of course, apologies to everyone
sat
right in front of us in the hall.
2 pauses in 3 rounds. That's not the most exciting thing at the moment, but hopefully get this mic issue sorted very, very, very quickly. I really want to see this game. It just breaks up the momentum of the game and the flow of the game.
Yeah.
But
and it was something we were actually discussing yesterday on the CSGO stream. Momentum is a very important factor in Counter-Strike. You get 3 rounds, it puts you in the driving seat. And of course now, if Reason do grab this 4th round, it is the 4th round, which means both teams on paper should be able to buy weapons, big weapons. We should see AWPs and AKs as far as the terrorists are concerned, and perhaps AWPs and M4s for the CTs. Vertigo, we've seen him use that auto sniper a few times, so he uses it quite a lot, yeah. So the question is he going to go for the AWP, or is he going to stay with the auto sniper? And a few funny faces being pulled at each other from the teams on the stage.
So still waiting for Wilsey's mic to be fixed. Well, I don't know what to say at the moment. There's 2 pauses in 3 rounds. Just want to get the game going and figure out exactly what's happening. But
well, we can talk about the lower bracket final, which was obviously between B-Bomb and Infused. Infused, well, I think they were the surprise of the tournament, if I'm fully honest with you. Unfortunately, they did lose that lower bracket final against B-Bomb 16-9, so it was tight, but at the end of the day, B-Bomb snatched it. So fair play to them. They will take 3rd place. Do you think they deserved it, based on what we've seen throughout the tournament?
well, seeding it's actually worked out at the moment. B-Bomb are actually in they're 3rd
They've
seed.
seeded for 3rd, yeah.
Now they're in 3rd place. Looking at well, Toxic playing them, of course. It was it 16? It was 16-6 or something along those lines last night. But very late game being played, and just kind of. I think the players were pretty tired after that because starting at about 10 o'clock yesterday, we had the elimination start at that time and went right on to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So
hats off to the people who stayed watching us. I think there were about 150 viewers at 3 o'clock in the morning who obviously love their Counter-Strike. So they seem to love Counter-Strike as much as we and the players on the stage do.
Except whenever there's a lot of pauses in the middle of the game, but still waiting to see if this mic's going to be fixed. Have we got any info about what's happening?
Any update, guys, on the situation? A thumbs up, a thumbs down? No?
Nope.
All right. Just ignored by everyone.
So, crowd raring to go to watch a lovely Mad Catz Strike Challenge CSGO grand final, but
people starting to get slightly agitated. Calm down. But anyways, London Lynx, obviously, we're a mixed team who came into this tournament. People were expecting big things from them.
So 4 Kings, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, 4 Kings was
2 or 3
their
of them
previous
from 4
name.
Kings.
Yeah, there were 3 of them. And they got knocked out by B-Bomb, who we were just saying finished 3rd. It was 16-14, so a very, very tight game. And that's the thing about these sides. Sometimes it can just be one small mistake. And like we said, all the momentum of the game will switch to one side's favour, and they'll end up stealing that crucial round.
Well, we've seen a few mistakes coming out from Reason on Nuke in the upper bracket final. That one, well, 22-18 we've already said before, but Reason actually made some slight mistakes which gave Toxic some of those opportunities to bring it back to, I mean, it was 14, what was it? It was like 14-9 or 14-8, I think, and to Reason, and they started bringing it back slowly. 16, or it was 22-18, sorry, at that stage. But we did have both sides playing really good CTs in that first overtime and second overtime as well. So, are we ready?
It seems like it. We're getting a few thumbs up, which is good. Nice to see some more people coming in to the main stage to watch this final.
There's a few more people than I thought, but we're running a little bit behind schedule.
Well, it's almost 11:45 here in England, Telford.
20 to 12.
At 8:49.
So, are we ready, guys? Yes, we are. We have just been unpaused. 3-0 the score to Reason, and we should see this first buy round coming out for Toxic. What can Toxic do? Can they pick up this round and bring one more round back in their favour?
Well, again, the CTs now finally have those big weapons. They do have those M4A4s. We don't see any silenced M4s, so that'll. I think we know which weapons FM seem to prefer, be it on this map or in CSGO overall. Let's see how the teams are going to set up. Weber stood there with that, using that smoke to his advantage. Neil looking at a wall for whatever reason. And the terrorists, well, we can see exactly where they are now. We're not going to say how many of them. The smokes have been deployed. They're going to slowly start making their way in toward this lower area. Mole lands that AK-47 headshot onto Vertigo, and things are starting to get exciting. 5 versus 4 here. There's Reason. Well, I think it's become obvious now as far as the CTs are concerned. Reason are going for this lower bomb site. Weber's being flashed out. Hudge G makes his way out. Pez with that second frag. Hudge G and Steel working together to take Pez out. And it is 3 on 4. Obviously, Hudge G and Steel heavy tagged, so they still will live to fight another day. Weber on to Steel, 3 on 3 now. Where's all the action happening? Where are the terrorists? One of the terrorists has been spotted. Som onto Jacob, 2 versus 3 now. can Mole do? He is stuck in that vents area. It is very tight, but Mole will take some down. 2 versus 2. It could go either way now. Hudge spraying through that metal and hits. Deals a bit of damage onto Weber. Weber spots Hudge's head, but can't land that bullet. There's the nade. Weber's in trouble. He's only on 2 HP. There's the flash.
10 seconds.
There is only 10 seconds remaining. The bomb has gone down. It's not going to matter now. Weber onto Mole. It's 2 versus 1. It's all down to this man here. Hudge can he use his bag of experience to his advantage? But no, he couldn't. Weber, we know what he's capable of. And he showed us exactly that just there. A crucial round for FM Toxic. And, well, they're back in the game. 3-1.
3-1 the scoreline. Of course, reason being able to buy again, they've had quite a few plants already. Plenty of cash for them to buy up rifles. Once again, we do see 5 AK-47s coming out for them. Vertigo doesn't have an op. He's actually rifling. We haven't seen this auto sniper just out for Toxic just yet. So here we go. Toxic picking up the first buy round. Can they pick up any more? Can they get the ball rolling? What will Reason be doing now? Watching currently, there is a few bursts going on, but they're actually moving back. So other than that, it's fairly quiet at the moment, just waiting around for the players to actually start picking an area or initializing a push. But here we go. Quietly, we see, watch where Steel is, Pez. Watching that area, smokes and flashes coming in towards that upper bomb site. And a few players completely blind here. Steel moves out, or Hudge actually moves out and takes out Som on that rafter area. Can Pez do anything? Neil getting that frag. And where are the rest of the players going to be coming here? And Pez spots one, gets one headshot. Can he get another frag? Oh. No, he can't. He's taken out by Jacob. And Vertigo making his way through main. Can he take out? And he does take out Mole. Last player remaining is Jacob. Jacob taken out. Can't pull off the 1v3. It's 3-2 now. Reason still leading, but money-wise, Steel has got enough money, but the rest of the team don't. So should we be seeing Eco coming out for Reason, or?
Well, they might go for the surprise buy. I'm not going to reveal anything just yet. All of you guys watching, obviously, as soon as Counter-Strike appears on the screen, we'll be able to see what the terrorists have actually bought. The CTs, of course, have won 2 rounds in a row, so they're quite happy with their finances at the moment. Vertigo there with that AK-47 that he picked up off one of his dead opponents. Sparring happening now. Vertigo gets first blood onto Hudge. And what are the terrorists going to do? They're in a mess at the moment. Out go the smokes and the flashes, and the nades are being thrown towards ramp. Neil with that second frag onto Mole. Jacob using that pistol onto Neil. And our Reason going to go with the Crows now. Vertigo has been spotted. Vertigo gets his second of the round. Vertigo with the hat trick. He's going to look for the 4th, but Jacob gets his second. He has picked up an M4 now, and he's going to make his way towards the place you see on your screens right now. Obviously, casting here is a lot different to casting on the stream. So Weber, Som and Pez, the CTs remaining for FM Toxic. What can Jacob pull out the bag here? I think he's spotted one of the CTs. I'll tell you what, that CT is in trouble. He's going to fire. He's not dealing enough damage, but Weber manages to escape. And I think there are 10 seconds remaining, and they know exactly where he is. So what's Jacob going to do now? It looks like he might run away and save. No, he's going to go for the plan. 5 seconds remaining, but Weber will take him down. A good comeback from FM Toxic. They were 3-0 down. Professional on their behalf, and it's all even. 3-3.
Good mentality. 3-3 the scoreline. Looking at the scores quickly, Mole's actually top fragging with 9 frags to 3 deaths. Vertigo with 8 to 5. The rest of the players around that 4 to 5 frag mark. But 3-3 the scoreline. Reason on a buy round once again. What are they going to do? You can see where the Reason players are actually heading at the moment, and it is a fairly normal setup from Reason. Have seen it happening before, but at the moment we do see Vertigo with that big green gun also. So will he be able to do anything here? He's looking towards that main area. We can see the players can actually go from that place to there. So at the moment they're slowly making their way around there. Vertigo is so close here. Picks up the first frag and wills out. Do they know where he is? Yes they do. Hudge spotting him.
Good
Hudge
shots
through the corner of that metal girder. taking out Vertigo. So where are they going to go? You see them making their way towards Crows. Neil's already ready for it. Flash coming in onto that upper bomb site. Where are they going to go? They're actually going to go towards ramp. So other than that, it's fairly passive positions coming out for Toxic, but here we go. Does look like an initialization coming in. Smoke's coming onto that lower bomb site. Weber spotting one, getting the first frag on Jacob. Can he get any more? He finishes off Mole. Third frag, and then Pez comes in, taking him out. Pez going down to Steel's up. Steel is the last player remaining for a reason. 1 versus 3 situation. Weber still stuck there. Can Steel make anything of this?
Needs to pick the bomb up.
He picked up something there, and did Toxic hear that? Here we go. He takes out Weber with a nice headshot. Oh, he's in a really bad position here. Steel trying to run round. There's only 2 seconds left. Toxic knew that, saw him taking him out in the dying seconds of that round. 4-3 the scoreline, and another pause coming in because Steel
has sound problems.
Doesn't have sound, or has sound problems. So, so what's this? 7th, 8th round, and the 3rd pause of the game already. There's more pauses than we've actually had.
But yeah, fair play, FM Toxic. They were 3-0 down, now they're 4-3 up. And we were talking earlier on about how random Counter-Strike can be, and that's exactly what we've seen.
It's been just Toxic locking down on them. Well, are they actually going to prove that it's going to be a CT-sided map?
Well, we hope so, because if my memory serves me correct, FM Toxic were on the losing end last time they were on CT side on Nuke. At least yesterday they were. But they did win 9-6 on Terrorist side, so maybe Nuke is becoming more 50-50 sided after some of those changes that Valve have been making. Obviously changing back steps to front steps. Did I just say bap steps?
No.
Well, close to me. I think Counter-Strike Source players will know what I mean by bap steps.
But we actually haven't really seen too many, well, with the Glock damage being reduced in this recent update, I haven't actually had a chance to see too many Glock
frags, yeah. It was, of course, overpowered before the most recent update, and Valve have tweaked it a little bit.
I think actually the accuracy and recoil is still the same, and you can still just run around, like running backwards, left, right.
It's just the actual damage.
The damage has been reduced. So, of course, will we see more of these skins coming out from these players? Do they have any of these skins enabled? I've seen quite a few interesting different ones coming out, and on the marketplace as well. They're actually really expensive too.
I mean, personally, I don't mind the skins. I think they make Counter-Strike a bit more interesting. It allows you to customize your own weapon. You know, give your weapons maybe a bit of personality to reflect you as a person and you as a player. And the players have been using them throughout this tournament, so they seem to like them.
So, still waiting for this sound problem relating to Steel, I think. Waiting for him to fix that and see if we can get back straight into this game. This is the best of 3. Remember, Reason already 1-0 up since coming from the upper bracket final, beating Toxic 2-1 in that.
And if anyone has just joined us, Reason do have a 1-0 advantage going into this game because they came into the final through the upper bracket, whilst FM Toxic came into the final through the lower bracket. Just to clarify things for any new people watching us on the stream.
I thought I just said that, but...
Well, yeah, but if any new people connected and didn't hear that before.
But still waiting for Steel. Just trying to buy out time currently. We've seen finals of recent times with this many pauses straight away into the first game or first map, but
well, Counter-Strike is one of those games where you want your teams to be playing constantly. You don't want their momentum to go down the drain, and at the moment, unfortunately, that is exactly what's happening. Okay, the thumbs up there, and it looks like everything has been sorted out once again.
So just have to wait for Steel to rejoin now. They unpause so we can actually join onto the server. Here he is, starting off with $800. Are we just going straight live?
Yep, looks like we are.
Does look like we could be live. So 4-3 the scoreline in favour of Toxic. Toxic winning 4 rounds in a row. What will Reason do to bring this back now?
So of course the Terrorists did lose that crucial 7th round, so they are down on weapons. Som and Pez getting on the score sheet already. Neil joining in on the action. And Pez gets his second and gets the hat-trick. A typical eco bash there.
Simple Eco Bash just spraying down those players moving through Hut and Squeaky. 5-3 the scoreline. Should see a buy round coming out for Reason, which they have. Can Steel buy. Steel can buy. Losing a bit of his money after leaving the game, but hasn't affected too much as they're on an eco, so he's gained that little bit extra. So.
Yeah.
Here we go. 5-3 in favour of Toxic. Will Reason be able to pick up their first actual buy round? So looking at the map, we can see where they're going. Smoke's coming outside as well. Interesting, actually, from Vertigo to see if he'll be able to make anything of this position. But
well, he does have an M4. We haven't seen him use it too often, so I think it goes to show how short FM Toxic are financially.
So the call coming out from Vertigo there. We do see Som reacting to that call as well as Pez. So here we go. Oh, Pez actually spotted, isn't able to make anything of it yet. They're being pushed. Is Som available on that bomb site to help out? He is. Flash coming into the vents. And Pez taking out Steel. What will happen here? Pez taking out a second. Som getting another frag as well. Will Weber be able to help out here? It is Jacob and Wilzu currently left. Jacob a little bit late, but Wilzu getting that frag into Pez. Pez on not much health anyway, so he goes down. Jacob stuck at blast doors. Weber finishing him off. So Wilzu, 1v4 situation. Can he pull this off? Bring Reason their first buy round. He does have bomb, so that will help him out slightly here. But he's spotted by Som. Som peeking the vent. 6-3 the scoreline, and Reason not able to pick up a buy round yet, and another pause.
Really, guys? Come on. I think we still have sound issues, perhaps, for one of the players. I think it looks like Steel. But yeah, obviously, FM Toxic did take that round, so I think we're going to have to see another eco from the terrorists, unless they can afford to buy. Obviously, we can't check how much money the team... Can we? We can, actually. No, they're going to have to eco, aren't they? The terrorists are going to have to eco.
No, they just came from an eco the round before that, pushing through Squeaky and Hut, and got that buy round there, but couldn't make anything of it. And,
no.
Straight onto another eco again for Reason. So once again, technical problems. Not sure what it is this time. Is it sound again, something? So everything that's going wrong can go wrong at the moment.
They can have my headset if they want.
So 6-3 the current scoreline, and once again, sorry about the pauses, out of our control, and actually not too sure what's happening with this pause so far. But this is actually breaking up the flow and momentum of the game constantly.
It is. And Counter-Strike is one of those games, you want free-flowing Counter-Strike, you know what I mean? You want good Counter-Strike, and we've seen that so far, but these pauses, they're just, dearie me.
Killing us,
yeah.
Realistically, but looking at scores, well, you can't see them, but Pez and Vertigo on 9 frags, Mo also on 9 frags. We see Vertigo, Weber with 7, and the rest of the players are on around the 6, 5, 4 frag mark. So fairly evenly spread out. It isn't just one player stepping up at the moment. We have a fairly even spread currently.
I think it's interesting that Steel is yet to get a frag 10 rounds in. Perhaps it has something to do with his sound.
He rejoined.
Don't mean to put any pressure on him or anything like those.
He rejoined, so he's
sorted?
No, he rejoined, so that's why he's already had frags, so he's...
Dear me.
He hasn't... he can't have only just died 2 times within these 9 rounds. On to the 10th round, of course, but we're paused currently. Oh dear. So currently stage crew trying to help out, fix out the sound problems.
Yeah. Big shout out to Mad Cats, who are the sponsors of this tournament, along with Kingston HyperX. And a big thanks to Multiplay, as they always do. Great I-Series tournament as usual, really. Just a shame about
delays and pauses.
These technical difficulties. But then again, we're all human. It happens. You're just going to have to wait it out.
What's the LAN without delays, though, as well?
Well, it happens at every event, I would think. I'm pretty sure every event gets delays,
So still waiting around, guys, for these technical issues to be fixed. We are still on the first map. Reason, 1 map up in this best of 3 final, because they came through the upper bracket final, beating Toxic 2-1, and Toxic making their way through to the Constellation final after that. That was played at the early hours of this morning. We've seen them beat B-Bomb 16-6 was the scoreline, so B-Bomb actually going out for 3rd seed. Does that meant Infused actually went out in 4th seed as well. B-Bomb beating them in the lower bracket final,
I believe
19-16.
yeah.
So seeding, will we see a 1-2? Well, correct seedings front. Sometimes you do have the odd upset.
Well,
but
well done to whoever put the seedings together.
won't say anything just yet. Just wait for finishing this game off.
Yeah, FM Toxic could win, which would obviously mean whoever put the seedings together got first and second wrong. But of course, Reason were seeded first for a reason.
Oh, he did. He went there.
I went there.
He went there.
And we're back, and about time. So here we are, FM Toxic versus Reason, I-49 final. FM Toxic find themselves 3 rounds ahead.
So here we go. Straight back into this. Hopefully there won't be too many more pauses, but looking at Reason setup, it's, well, their usual one. You can see what's happening on your screen on the stage. So here we go. Vertigo waiting in that position. Will Reason be able to pick up their first buy round? They're still waiting after winning the pistol round and the consecutive 2 rounds after that. It's fairly so far. Not much going on here. We do see Reason slowly making their way to try pick somewhere and see if they can get an early entry frag and get somewhere with us. So flashes and smokes coming in. Does look like it's going to be upper push. Saw him caught off guard on site. And Pez also cut off, so will this be Reason's first round? Neil picking up 1 frag, can get a second. He needs to reload, falling back. Weber slowly coming in. Vertigo finishing off Wilzu, so it's just Jacob, just like that, from Reason looking like they're about to pick up a round, or straight back to 1 versus 3 for Jake. Can he do anything in this situation? Bomb is down, and actually he's just picked it up, so slowly but surely he is trying to outsmart these Toxic players. Toxic are playing it fairly passive. They don't want to give away anything. He's just going down and actually taking a while to plant. Will we see Weber doing anything here? Weber does do a bit of damage to Jacob, but Jacob is taken out finally by Vertigo. So 7-3 the scoreline. They did get the plant, giving them that extra bit of money. And Toxic are storming ahead at the moment. It's 7-3, Reason struggling with these buy rounds, but I suppose with all the pauses and technical issues, it's not been that easy for them to get back into the swing of the game.
Well, I mean, I think I'd beg to differ, because we've had 3 pauses so far, and FM Toxic, they look comfortable at the moment, and Reason, well, they've got to come up with something. They've got to change it round. We'll see CT-sided map, but still, they're going to need more than 3 rounds as terrorists if they are going to try and win this map in the second half. So anyways, let's have a look at how the CTs are going to set up. You guys can see where they are on their screens. As the terrorists, well, they're all over the place at the moment. They'll want to keep the CTs guessing. Smokes and flashes being deployed all over the map. And I think it'll be a matter of time until we see a few terrorists and counter-terrorists going at each other. They're all hungry for frags here, and the push looks like it's going to happen on the A-bomb site now. They're going to push Mole alongside Wilzu. The CTs are all over. Pez with 1. Some coming in onto Mole. Frags left, right, and centre. And wow, Jacob came in from behind. 4 versus 2. Easy peasy for Reason. They made it a 2 versus 2, but Hudgy is heavy tagged. He's only on 3 HP. 1 nade would blow him to smithereens. Vertigo lands that AK-47 shot onto Jacob, and it's all down to this man right here. Can he use all of his experience? But he was blind, and round number 8 will go to FM Toxic.
So 8-3 the scoreline now. Toxic are pulling ahead. Reason will it be on the Nico again? No, they're not. They have lost a fair few rounds in a row now. They're getting this, the economic bonus that stacks up to 5 rounds, I'm fairly sure it is. So they can buy once again. Toxic are looking pretty strong here, holding out against Reason's T side. So looking at the scores, we see Vertigo Pez 13 frags, Vertigo on 13, Pez on 10, and Mole on 10. The rest of the players spread out between 8, 7, 6, etc. So beginning to make their way outside. Vertigo here. Vertigo misses Steel, doesn't see him, and Steel getting that nice AK headshot onto the catwalk. And Toxic losing a player early on. What will Reason be able to do with this? They are slowly making their way round. trying to work a pick somewhere, try to get another entry frag and get into this maybe upper bomb site or lower bomb site. Still have the choice. Look at this though. So close here, you can see with this X-ray. And Mole does spot Neil. Neil on that rafter area. Can't Reason do anything on this. I just don't want to interrupt here as it's pretty tense, but Mean's actually smoked off. That's denied Reason any access for seeing through there. And it's time is actually ticking down. It's 35 seconds left. Mole has been spotted. He will be taken out by Neil. And Neil, that other frag onto Wilzu in pros. It's just Hudzy left. He's on 11 HP and he is taken out by Neil. So 9-3 the scoreline now. Toxic are storming ahead so far.
Well, we saw the high five there from Weber onto Neil, and I'm sure they'll be chuffed so far. 9-3 to the team who were seeded second. So it's looking good for them. They are a map down, obviously, so they really do need to win this map here on Nuke. 9-3, let's see what they can do. Have the terrorists brought up? Well, there's only one way to find out. Yes, they have. They've got AKs. I think a Galil there on the back of Wilzu, but the question is, where are they going to go? And are they going to get that bomb down? The first kill will go to the Canadian Steel as he takes down Vertigo with that AK-47. And the question now is, where are the terrorists going to go? They're scattered all over the map. And the CTs, they're going to have to try and suss this one out. The bomb is on your screens right now, on this man right here, who is of course Wilzu. Sparring occurring between both sides. Sommer's been hit hard.
Steel and Huds, so Steel on 25, Huds on 9 health as well.
And it looks like Flash is going to go into Crows, and the question now is, where are these terrorists going to go? Wilzu tries to pop up the ladder there. I think he may have spotted someone. Jacob will take Pez down at the moment. It looks like where they're going to go. They are on the upper bomb site now. Neil Zeno takes down Wilzu. Steel with his second of the round, and Neil is the last man standing for FM Toxic. Can he rescue this round for FM Toxic? Of course, well, I think they won 5 rounds in a row. And he's going to spot Jacob. Neil will take Jacob out. They're all going to push him now. 17 seconds to go.
Yes,
Neil with the 2 frags. And he's making it look easy at the moment. He's surrounded from the terrorists, but Steel gets the hat-trick. Down goes Neil, and an important round for Reason.
Reason picking up their first buy round now. Oh, Steel actually having auto sniper now. Where did that come out of? Did Vertigo have that? Did you see?
No idea. I don't think he did.
So, auto sniper dropped for the Reason side. We do see Steel picking up. Can he use it anywhere here? But 9-4 the scoreline. And there is only 2 rounds remaining in this first half. This is the first map of this best of 3 final. Reason already 1-0 up since they came from the upper bracket final. So here we go. Weber picking up 1 frag. Will he get any more here? Finishes off Wilzu. That's 2. 2 out of 5. Can't get any more. And Neil is flashed and can't do anything. Has to fall back from that area. What will Reason decide to do? We can see where they're holding on their maps. And other than that, not much is happening. We just have Toxic with decent hold positions for holding both bomb sites. So Steel still on 100 health, Huds as well, but Mole as slightly tagged. So 4v3 situation still in Toxic's favor. 50 seconds left in the round. Some shots being fired outside. What will be happening here? Look at this coming in from Reason. Not going to exactly say where they are, but Toxic may actually have a fair idea from the noise being made. But here we go. Initialized flash being thrown. Pez spots 1. He's taken out by the headshot of Steel with that hot sniper. And will Neil? Yep, Neil reacts, and he's actually stuck now. 20 seconds remaining. Steel getting that other frag. So Som. So many players tagged here for Reason. We need Som and Vertigo to step up. Vertigo getting another frag. It is just Steel left. 1 versus 2 situation. Can't get the last frag, and Vertigo takes him out. And we are going to see 10-5 scoreline in favor of Toxic. Reason only being able to pick up the 3 kind of pistol / SMG rounds, and only 1 buy round so far.
Well, again, we could hear FM Toxic in the background. I'm not sure whether everyone watching through the stream could hear them, but they definitely were happy about that round. And, well, they deserve to be happy. They are 10 rounds up here on CT side. Of course, this is the last round of the first half. It is MR15, which is max round 15. The CTs, well, if they grab this round, they'll be 11-4 up. And to be fully honest, I don't see any way back in it for Reason. But then again, these players are capable of a lot of things. Where is the bomb then? It is on Steel's back. Let's go and find where he is. Him and his teammates look like they're going to commit to this bomb site. Not going to say which one. HudsG gets first blood onto Pez Vertigo. He uses that auto sniper well to take down Wilzu. And Som exterminates HudsG. 2 versus 4 now. And what's going to happen? A quick round. The question now is, what are the terrorists going to do? 1 minute remaining, and they are outnumbered at the moment. We can see exactly where they are. Good shot from Mole. Nails that shot into the head of Som. No helmet in the world could have stopped him from dying. Weber has been spotted near ramp, and now all Mole and Steel have to do is just calm down. The bomb's down. Let's just hold this bomb. Vertigo looks like he's going to get in on the action, but Mole has other ideas up his sleeve. 2 versus 2. Steel is being shot at from ramp. Can Mole land that headshot onto Weber? Of course, his ex-teammate back in the Counter-Strike.
Oh,
what a shot from Mole. That's why he's a professional. That's what he's capable of. Weber's only on 18 HP. He's going to try and track Mole down. Mole knows exactly where he is. Can he get his 4? 4-man from Mole. Terrific AK-47 work there from the Reason Gaming player, and they rescue that 5th round in the first half. 10-5 at the end of the first half here on Nuke.
Great clutch from Mole there. So 10-5 the score indeed. Just waiting 40 seconds until the team switches and we go straight into this second half. Thankfully we haven't had any more pauses so far. But looking at the scores so far, we see Vertigo 16 frags, Mole following behind with 15. Actually, all of Toxic reached double digits, but Reason, Huds, Steel, Jacob, well, Steel obviously disconnected though as well, so he could have been up in the double digits, but some of those Reason players not getting as many frags as Toxic. But CT side, can we see, well, if Reason win the pistol round 10-8, kind of game on, going into the first buy round again, but if Toxic manages to win
the pistol, then Reason are in trouble.
13-5, you know, need a lot of rounds coming back, but here we go, should be going live straight away. Have fun said by Jacob. 10-5 the scoreline. Will Reason be able to bring this back to, they only need 1 map to win, so if they win this map and manage to bring it back, then we're sorted. So 10-5 the scoreline. We've restarted, so you see the HUD at the top has reset the scores, but 10-5 in favor to Toxic.
So the pistol round here, and let's have a look at how these CTs are going to set up. Obviously, Reason, if they do, well, they need to win this pistol round to really prevent FM Toxic getting 13 rounds altogether on the board in this second half. Mole with that P250 splash, just holding that corner. Is he going to have company? Yes, he is, but deals no damage. It looks like this stampede of terrorists onto this upper bomb site now. Pez with that Glock, taken down by Wilzu. Mole gets in on the action, and Som going big with 2 kills. And where's all this happening? Neil taking out Wilzu, and Weber showing Steel how it's done. Jacob, the last man standing, coming up now. He's going to spot Neil, but Neil takes his head off. 1-0, and that's going to make it 10-6, I believe, overall. So a massive, massive pistol round. Exactly what the doctor ordered for FM Toxic.
It's going to be 11-5.
11-5, sorry, yeah.
11-5, so we should be seeing another 2 rounds coming out for Toxic if Reason, unless Reason managed to pull out some kind of sick eco. I've seen both teams actually doing that, winning eco rounds whenever they shouldn't really be winning against full buy rounds. But here we go, second round of the second half. What will Toxic be wanting to do? Slowly but surely, and we see usual spots that we've seen throughout the finals, but Jacob getting dinked there, taking a lot of damage, and Pez making his way around, finishing him off. So simple eco frags, but if we see any of the Toxic players losing weapons, then that's lost money compared to Reason's pistols. So slow once again, the bomb is still on Toxic. 5 players remaining for Toxic, 3 for Reason. Neil with that shot onto HudsG with the Bison. Plenty of bullets to spray with it. It's 52 bullets in the magazine, but other than that, Mole and Wilzu waiting to figure out where Toxic are wanting to go. Smoke's going down on a bomb site, and they're making their way pretty quickly to get that bomb down. Bomb has been planted. Money in the bank for Toxic, and not looking so healthy for Reason so far. I wonder if they're just going to go for some. There's a few weapons on Toxic. Are they going to go for exit frags and just try to get a few weapons to maybe force on third round?
Well, most likely. I mean, I doubt they're really going to win this round now. Only 2 of them against all 5 FM Toxic players. They have been spotted.
Can't win this round. The bomb's taken down. Don't have a kit either. So we should be seeing the bomb explode, and Toxic picking up their second round of this half, bringing the score line to 12-5 in favour of Toxic. Toxic needing to win this map and the next map, which is Train. I haven't actually casted Train, so it'll be interesting to, or well, haven't casted Train at this land so far. Be interesting to see a second map. I want to see a second map, but
well, I think we all want to see a second map. But anyways, 12-5 in favour of FM Toxic, who were of course seeded second. Let's see what they are going to do to start off in this third round of the second half. Of course, the CTs still unfortunately only on pistols. The terrorists have AKs. You just heard Som's AK rattle the metal there of the hut in a bomb site. Bomb is on the back of Pez. The question is, where is the bomb going to go? He is spamming with that jungle spray AK. The smoke has cleared now. He's going to peek, but just missed the head of one of the CTs. He could have spotted him. He's going to throw that nade now. Deals a bit of damage onto Jacob.
Only a minute left.
No first blood just yet. The terrorists, obviously, the clock is ticking. They need to get that bomb down. They need to plant the objective. They need to plant the bomb. They need to get it on one of the bomb sites. Obviously, nuke both bomb sites on top of each other, so it's very, very difficult to get that bomb down. Let's see what they're going to pull out the bag here. Interesting stuff from FM Toxic. The question is it going to work out for them? Are we going to see first blood? Weber with first blood onto Steel makes it look easy. Hoods G replying with a pistol kill. Neil with one. Can he get the second? No, Hoods G has something else in mind. So 2 versus 3. It's all down to Som, Weber and Vertigo to now get this bomb down. 30 seconds to go. Good flash from Som, well timed. And 15 seconds until the CTs win, but it's not going to matter now. That bomb's going to go down. Weber spots Jacob's feet. And have a look what Jacob's going to do. No, he's going to play it safe. He's going to save the AK. And the fullback towards that terrorist spawn, which will, of course, make it 3-0 to the terrorists here on the second half. And 13-5 overall.
Money situation for Reason. They'll be able to buy up next round, but it is useful keeping some of those weapons that you can find lying around. Of course, when you've been on an eco round. They did well getting rid of 2 of Toxic's weapons, but money for Toxic is not so bad themselves. But Jacob gets in trouble, and Som takes him out, and Jacob loses that weapon after the timer has went. So 3-0 the scoreline now in this second half, and 13-5 the overall scoreline for this first map on D Nuke. So Reason with not much response yet. They are on their first buy round of this second half now, so can they manage to pull it out of the bag? We've seen Reason pick up the first 3 pistol rounds on T side. Can we see them do the exact same to Toxic now, bringing it back, winning a lot of those buy rounds? So looking at where Toxic are wanting to go, it's just fairly calm, just waiting around, see if they can get any of these picks. Reason aren't doing any silly pushes at the moment, just to some of the silly pushes you do lose a lot of your weapons, but Mole getting tagged slightly there from the AK of Neil in Squeaky. Other than that, what is happening outside? Steel with the op outside has to move back. We should see the calls coming in, and they have came in for that Reason side. Let's stick the Mole here. Will he be able to do anything with this silence down 4? Of course, only 20 bullets in the mag. He's already sprayed a bit of it. He's only got 1 spare mag, so might need to pick up a weapon later on if he does start spraying with it. And Wilsey actually getting a frag on Neil, who was making his way through hut, it looks like. But slowly but surely, Toxic are down a player now. So time is running out. There's 25 seconds left. Toxic need to make a move on somewhere. And where are they going? They are making their way out onto this upper bomb site. Husgy waiting here. Can he get the frag in the Pez? He does steal the headshot onto Weber as well. Bomb down on the bomb site. And there is not much time left for Vertigo to try get the plant. He's going to try get the plant for some money. He did get a frag there. He gets the bomb planted. Jacob running in backwards, looking somewhere else. So bomb planted for Toxic. A bit of money going in there, but Reason do indeed pick up their first buy round.
Well, it's about time the terrorists in Reason get that first round on the board. Hopefully that'll give them the confidence to kick on and try and enforce a comeback onto FM Toxic. So they are on CT sided. They are on the CT side, sorry, so they're going to try and use that to their advantage. And let's see what they can do. They are on a full buy here. Can't currently spot any snipers in their hands. It looks like it's all rifles at the moment. The terrorists, looks like they're going to push ramp here. Jacob with one lands that beautiful headshot using the silenced M4 onto Som. And where are the terrorists going to go? Are they going to go under Crows? Or are they going to go down ramp onto this B-bomb site? I think Jacob has heard a few of them. Pez is going to look the wrong way. Jacob gets his second, but Vertigo will take out Jacob. So, 4 versus 2, and the terrorists are in a bit of a mess now. Steel and his fellow teammates know exactly where the terrorists are. The CTs look to close down these terrorists. Neil takes down one. Vertigo as well. Wow, FM Toxic could genuinely turn this around from a 4 versus 2. Well, they have turned it into a 2 versus 2. Willzu's going to drop Vertigo, and it's all down to Neil. Looks like Mole might know where he is. He's going to blow up that door, and Willzu gets a huge round for Reason. I'll tell you what, they needed that, and as you can hear, they are very happy to grab that all-important second round on this half.
So Reason doing the exact same as Toxic did to them on whenever Toxic or whenever Reason were playing on T side or CT side. So here we go, 3-2 the scoreline in this second half. Can Toxic respond? They are on an eco actually, it looks like. So money-wise, okay-ish for Reason. They can buy up next round if they win this round successfully, but we could get a surprise coming out here. Just standard holding positions for Reason. Toxic taking their time. So very slow at the moment. Not much actually really going on. No players are, none of the CT players are pushing, and none, not really that much is happening. But here we go. Flash coming in. Jacob picks up that first frag onto Pez. Does he know? So obviously spots Jacob, gets sprayed down. We see somebody else as well. But Willzu should be waiting there. Jacob and Willzu working together, taking out Som and Neil. Other than that, it is just Weber and Vertigo left now for Toxic side. Vertigo getting shot through the corner. He can't really do much. He's stuck getting sandwiched between 2 of those Reason players.
Yeah, so we're going to have to see what this last man in Weber's going to do.
Oh. Weber messing up that Deagle, all those Deagle shots, and Reason picking up their third round of the second half. 3-3 the scoreline, and
well, fair play Weber for that last round. He creeped onto the counter-terrorists, but didn't get a frag in the end, unfortunately. Jacob took him down and sent him back to spawn. But anyways, 3-3 Reason versus FM Toxic if you've just joined us. And it is 13-8 overall. This is the second half. So the terrorists on a buy and the CT's on a buy. It's always good to see both teams with weapons. Where is the bomb? The bomb is on Vertigo. Husgy trying to spam yellow there. Not dealing much damage, unfortunately. Terrorists trying to infiltrate somewhere. They want to rush somewhere. They want to get that bomb down. They still have plenty of time. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. I think Pez may have spotted someone. Vertigo with one of his teammates on your screen, making his way to the place you can see. The Molotov is going to go out. And Neil looks like he's preparing for something inside lobby. The question is it going to be A or is it going to be B? Still 5-on-5. No one's fallen to their death just yet. 45 seconds to go. Very slow round, but there's first blood. Steal onto Vertigo. And the question now is, where are all these frags happening? Jacob is going to have Pez to deal with. Pez, lovely shot onto Jacob, which makes it a 4 versus 4, evens things out. And the terrorists, well, they're all over the place. They're dispersed all over the map. The question is, well, 25 seconds to go. They've got to go somewhere. They've been really slow. And that bomb is still on Weber. So wakey terrorists. Hudsgy is going to drop Neil. Down goes Weber with the bomb. But Wilzu couldn't finish Som off. So Som's going to come off throws. And Hudsgy with a big kill. And Reason, it looks like the comeback, well, might be on.
So 13-9, the current scoreline. Reason picking up that 4th round of the second half. They are slowly getting back into this. They're doing the exact same as Toxic did to them. So, well, looking at money, you can see what's happening there. But here we go. Full buy coming out from Reason. Can they keep this ball rolling? I think after winning the first 3 pistol rounds on the first half, Reason did not really want all those pauses to happen because it messed up their momentum and gave that slight chance for Toxic to come back. But here we go. Looking at Mo. A lot of damage done there, and players being spotted. They're falling back. You see Steel outside as well. Steel with that nice headshot onto Weber, who was dropping down on the yellow, or dropping onto yellow, I think. So still a lot of damage being done outside. Som on 14 HP. Huz getting that first fight. Mo with a nice little AK headshot to Virgo. Can he get any more? Spraying with that AK. Oh, not the right time to sit spraying, and Mo goes down to the pistol of Som. Som not looking so healthy either, but look at Steel here. So close. And Wilzu does spot Neil walking around in front of main area. 5-3 the scoreline, and Reason are bringing this back. Reason only need to win this map to win the grand final. They're already 1-0 up.
Yeah, anyways, 5-3 to Reason. Just to remind the crowd, this game is rated PEGI 18. And Minecraft will follow after this final. So let's see what the CTs and Terrorists are going to do here. Reason, can they get number 6 on the board? It looks like the Terrorists are going to make their way here. Hudsgy's got a surprise for him, but Som had something else in mind. Nailed Hudsgy with that AK. Vertigo takes out Steel, and the CTs are in trouble. 2 down already for the CTs. I think Mole might have heard something, and it looks like FM Toxic are preparing to take this bomb site. They're going to surge in here. Vertigo gets his 2nd of the round. Weber joins in on the action, and Mole is the last man standing for the CTs. A very quick round. That's what we like to see. Good counter-strike from both sides.
Nice
Lovely shot from Weber. Makes it look easy. And we said Reason might get back into it, but well played FM Toxic.
Toxic picking up their first buy round now. 5-4 the scoreline in this second half, and it is now, what is it? Is it 14-10? Yeah, 14-10 scoreline now. We do see buys coming out for both teams. Reason still able to buy. They had those few rounds that they've picked up 5 rounds in a row, so plenty of cash for them so far. Look at this positioning though. Smoke's coming in. He's here for giving players access to move freely without being able to be seen. But here we go, spotting Lizzie. Not able to do that much, and it does look Toxic have been unhindered in this moment. Will Mo be able to do anything here? He does spot a few players, and he gets stuck trying to jump back into the vent. Som getting that nice AK headshot. Have any of these other players dropped yet? Huds well, you see where Huds is. He spots Weber, takes out Weber. Can he do any more here? And he gets headshot by Vertigo. 4 versus 2 situation. Wilzy taken out as well, and Steel finished off at Blast Door. Som going pretty huge there. 2 nice AK headshots. 5-5 the scoreline in the second half, and it is 15-10 now in this first map on D Nuke.
Well played, Som. He got the 4-man that last round, and of course it is match point. Toxic do have 15 rounds. We are going to play 30 rounds, so if Toxic do get 16, well, there's no point in playing the remaining. So if the Terrorists win this round, we are going to go onto the final and 3rd map. It'll be the 2nd map of this final, but of course Reason were 1-0 up. Anyways, let's see what they're going to pull out the bag here. The CTs know they have to win this, which is why Mole has a FAMAS in his hands. Not ideal, but it'll do. And if it gets the job done, and the Terrorists, they've, well, don't want to reveal anything, but I think everyone saw what happened just there. Hang on a second. Neil heard Steel coming from behind. The Terrorists are in trouble. 1 from Wilzu, couldn't get the 2nd. Vertigo and Pez will have a clear out on Mole. We were speaking about his FAMAS, and he's made it count with 2 nice FAMAS kills. He's going to drop now into vents. Is he going to spot Weber? Weber with a lovely AK shot. He's all by himself now. He is hurt. He's going to need the doctor in sometime soon. Someone call a medic. The CTs are going to make their way towards him. Weber just doesn't know where they're going to come from. Jacob, I think, dealt a bit of damage onto Weber there. Jacob's going to fall back. The bomb is, of course, down. And Weber needs to pick it up. 30 seconds to go. And hello. Mo will take him out. And big round for a reason. It allows him to stay in the game pretty much and play for the draw.
So 15-11, the scoreline now. If Reason can bring this back 4 rounds, we are going to go into overtime, which is match round 3, which means 6 rounds will be played. But we are just going into this 12th round now. What will Reason do to bring this back? Can they bring it back to the draw, or will Toxic win one more round? They only need one more round to go through the second map, which I think will be. I think it will be Train, the second map.
Yeah,
but that's what we've been told. So Steel wasting a lot of his ammo there. Can't really waste too much of that M4A1 silenced ammo. He only has 60 bullets, but here we go, tapping through the smoke. Does a little bit of damage to Vertigo and actually gets Vertigo through that smoke. And we do have players already dropped, but Wilzu trying to take out one of those players outside. Pez in the meantime taking out Steel outside. Now you can see what's happening there with the X-Ray, and Huzg spotting one of those players, taking out Som. He's taken out by Peds with a nice little AK headshot. Mo, Wilzu, and Jacob, the 3 players remaining. Will they be able to do anything here? Jacob, I think, spotted one, but Weber with the headshot on the Mo. 2 versus 3 situation. All players are tagged. Wilzu with 1 frag. Can he get a second? Jacob under. Well, you see where Jacob is. He's being fairly aggressive here. Spots Neil, takes him out. It's just Weber left. 1 versus 2 situation. Can he get the first frag? No, he can't. Misses those shots onto Wilzu. Wilzu finishing him off with that silenced M4. 7-5 to score in this second half, and it is now 15-12. Still in favour of Toxic. Toxic on match point.
And during this CSGO final, if Kim, Dan, and Felix Sutton are here, please go to the check-in, please. Thank you. There he's back to Counter-Strike. You could see Weber there telling his team to calm down. We're waiting for CS to appear back on the stream. Both teams have bought up. Can't currently see anything. Here we go. Straight onto Wilzu. So what are the terrorists going to do here then? They're hoofing grenades all over the map, trying to confuse the counter-terrorists. And again, that question has to be asked, where are they going to go? But Weber will get that first frag, so let's go over there and follow him. He is outside, as the CTs will now know, as he told Steel to sit down. The bomb, of course, is on Neil. He will be joined by 2 of his teammates. The question now is, where are they going to go? It looks like they're going to stampede towards this ramp area. One of the CTs in trouble in Jacob. Hang on a second. Jacob did take out Pez, but Neil dropped Jacob. So 4 on 3 now. If FM Toxic, of course, win this, well, we'll be going to the next map. Huzg has other ideas, though. Down goes Som, all thanks to Huzg's silenced M4. And down goes the bomb. Hang on a second. Mole came from behind and took out Neil. That bomb is now down. Can Reason rescue this game? 2 versus 2. Well, it's anybody's game at the moment. Weber and Vertigo. I'm sure both teams are nervous, but they're going to have to use all the experience they have to emerge victorious in a situation like this. Huzg's going to pop out. He knows the bomb has gone down on that B-bomb site. Wilzu will drop Vertigo, and it's all down to that man there, Weber. We saw him on your screens earlier on, and down he goes. And you can hear how much that frag means to Reason in the background. They were definitely happy about that, and Reason lived to fight another day. It's going to be 8-5.
So 15-13 the current scoreline. This is the second half. Remember, guys, the HUD was reset after the game was actually restarted before the second half began. So 8-5 the current score. Will Reason bring this back to a draw? 15-13 the scoreline. 2 more rounds remaining in this half. What can they pull off? That was actually a mistake from Neil as well. He was trying to smoke up the bomb site, but I managed to bounce it off the railing, and he tried to plant the bomb without a smoke, and it didn't work out so well. Mole just smashed him in the head. But here we go, looking at the map to see what is happening. We don't see any ops. It's all rifles coming out for both sides. Will Toxic be able to get this all-important match point round and bring this on to a second map? And you can see there, Steel obviously hearing something, and communication has been established between the Reason team. They are ready. What's going to happen? It's actually fairly slow coming out from Toxic. Toxic making their way slowly around the whole map. Pez on 30 HP as well. He's been tagged. So pushed, initialized. Steel actually being taken outside, and it has been initialized. HusG getting 2 frags. Can he get the third? No, he can't. He's run out of ammo with his M4. Willzu waiting here. He spots Weber. Weber on 37 HP. He is the last player remaining for Toxic here. And Weber actually gets him through the corner of the rafter, but here we go. Weber, 1 versus 3 situation. Taken out 2 already. Can he pick up Mole and Jacob? This is for the win if Toxic want to get it, but Mole sitting in that position on top of some kind of silo thing and managed to shoot him through that gap. So last round of the first half, 15-14 the scoreline. Will Reason be able to bring this back?
Well, if Reason do win this round, of course, we are going to go into overtime. We've already seen one double overtime on Nuke throughout this tournament so far, so the question is, are we going to see another one? The Terrorists, of course, they know it's the last round. They're going to try and spend as much money as they can. A few Galils here and there, a few AKs, but no sniper rifles. So let's see how the CTs are going to counter this. 9-5 as it stands, spamming left, right, and center as both teams wait for their opponents to perhaps commit and make an error. That sometimes is all it takes to win a round on Counter-Strike. There's the smoke out on ramp. And the question is, are the Terrorists going to go outside, or are they going to stay in lobby, or are they going to go towards ramp room, or are they going to push that upper bomb site? Well, there's just so many possibilities that could happen. And let's see what is going to happen. Jacob has company here. He's going to throw that flash. He's being pushed by a heck of a load of Terrorists. He will drop down to that lower bomb site along with one of his teammates. So let's see what they can do now. The Terrorists more or less all in one area. Jacob with that first steal, getting on the score sheet as well. And a huge round for Reason if they manage to pull it off. 3 men standing for the Terrorists. Neil gets that return frag onto Steel. Jacob spots Pez, but he can't take him out. Wow, 3-on-3 now. What's going to happen? Weber comes from behind to take out Mole. Wow. One more Reason player standing. It's this man right here, Willzu. We can't say exactly where he is, but he needs to pull off a 3 versus 1 clutch now to prevent this game going to that 3rd map on train. So he's going to make his way towards where that bomb is planted, but Weber takes care of him.
So Weber getting that last frag onto Willzu. 9-5, or sorry, 10-5, no, sorry, 9-6 the scoreline in that second half, meaning Toxic go through to the second map, which is going to be D-Train. And Toxic obviously very happy in the very